Have you ever noticed tiny specks or strands drifting across your field of vision? These small shadowy shapes can be quite intriguing. These are called eye floaters. They are tiny clumps of gel or cells inside the vitreous, the clear gel-like substance that fills the inside of your eye. They often look like small dark shapes. Floaters are common and can vary in size and shape. Most people experience them at some point in their lives. They can appear suddenly and may be more noticeable in certain lighting conditions. Floaters can appear as dots, lines, or cobwebs. They can be particularly noticeable when looking at a bright, plain background. They move as your eyes move, creating a dynamic and sometimes distracting visual experience. Sometimes they seem to dart away when you try to focus on them, making them elusive and hard to catch. Floaters are more noticeable when you look at a bright, plain background. This is why you might see them more clearly against a blue sky or a white wall. For example, you might see them clearly against a blue sky or a white wall. Floaters can be annoying, especially when they interfere with your vision, but they are usually harmless. In most cases, they do not require treatment and are simply a part of the natural aging process. They are a natural part of the aging process. As we get older, the vitreous humor inside our eyes begins to change. As we age, the vitreous humor inside our eyes changes. It can become more liquid, causing these tiny clumps to form and cast shadows on the retina. The vitreous humor is a gel-like substance. It fills the space between the lens and the retina of your eye. The vitreous humor is mostly water. It also contains collagen and other proteins. Over time, the proteins in the vitreous humor can clump together. These clumps cast shadows on the retina. We see these shadows as floaters. Floaters move when the vitreous humor moves. This is why they seem to drift and dart around. Floaters are usually more noticeable in bright light. This is because the pupil of your eye gets smaller in bright light. A smaller pupil makes the floaters more focused on the retina. The blue field entoptic phenomenon is another fascinating visual effect that many people experience but might not fully understand. It is different from floaters, which are small specks or clouds moving in your field of vision. You may have seen tiny bright blue dots moving quickly across your vision, especially when looking at a bright, clear sky. These are not floaters. Instead, they are actually white blood cells moving through the capillaries in front of your retina, creating a unique visual experience. The capillaries are very small blood vessels that play a crucial role in nourishing the eye. White blood cells are larger than red blood cells, which allows them to stand out in this phenomenon. As a white blood cell moves through a capillary, it can momentarily block the flow of red blood cells, creating a temporary gap. This gap allows light to pass through, which we perceive as a bright blue dot in our vision. We see this gap as a bright blue dot, a fleeting but fascinating visual occurrence. The blue color is due to the way our eyes perceive light, particularly in the blue spectrum. The blue field entoptic phenomenon is most noticeable when looking at a bright uniform background such as the blue sky, making it a common experience for many. Floaters and the blue field entoptic phenomenon are usually harmless. These tiny specks or threads that drift through your field of vision are often just a normal part of aging. Our brains often learn to ignore them, making them less noticeable over time. However, it's important to stay vigilant. However, you should see an eye doctor if you notice a sudden increase in floaters. This sudden change could indicate a more serious issue. This could be a sign of a more serious eye condition, such as a retinal tear or detachment. For example, a retinal tear can cause a sudden increase in floaters. This condition can lead to permanent vision loss if not treated promptly. A retinal tear is a serious condition that requires immediate medical attention. Early detection and treatment are crucial. If you experience any sudden changes in your vision, such as flashes of light, a curtain-like shadow, or a loss of peripheral vision, seek medical attention immediately. These symptoms can be indicative of a retinal detachment. It is important to have regular eye exams. Routine checkups can help catch potential issues before they become serious. An eye doctor can check the health of your eyes and detect any problems early on. Maintaining eye health is essential for preserving your vision.